Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn listening English with a story. Back to school after Tet. Tet holiday was over. The days of celebration and fun were finished. It was time for children to go back to school in Vietnam. For many children, going back to school after Tet was a time of mixed feelings. The Tet holiday was a wonderful time. Houses were decorated with flowers and lights. Families came together and ate delicious food. Children received lucky money in red envelopes and played games with their cousins and friends. There were fireworks and festivals and lots of joy everywhere. Tet was a special break from school and everyday routines. But now, the holiday was ending. The decorations were starting to be taken down. The special Tet foods were almost finished. It was time to put away the new clothes and get ready for school uniforms again. The fun and freedom of Tet were slowly fading away. On the first day back to school after Tet, the morning felt different. During Tet, children could wake up late and play all day. But now, the alarm clock rang early again. It was time to get up, get dressed in school uniforms, and eat breakfast quickly. Lily woke up a little bit slowly. She stretched in her bed and looked around her room. Her new Tet clothes were folded neatly on a chair, ready to be put away. The red envelope with lucky money was safely kept in her drawer. The house felt a little bit quieter than during Tet. She got out of bed and put on her school uniform. It felt a little bit different after wearing her nice Tet clothes for so many days. She went to the kitchen for breakfast. Her mom had prepared a simple breakfast of bread and milk. During Tet, there were so many special and yummy foods. But now, it was back to normal everyday meals. Lily ate her breakfast quietly, thinking about school. She walked to school with her dad, like every school day before Tet. But the streets looked a little bit different now. During Tet, the streets were crowded with people visiting and celebrating. Now, the streets were quieter, with people going back to their normal work and routines. When Lily arrived at school, the schoolyard looked different too. During Tet, the school was closed and quiet. But now, the schoolyard was filled with children again. There were sounds of talking and laughing and children greeting each other. Lily saw her friends in the schoolyard. They were all wearing their school uniforms again, just like her. They were talking and sharing stories about their Tet holidays. Lily joined her friends. "Hello, everyone," Lily said. "How was your Tet holiday?" "Hello, Lily," her friends replied. "Tet was so much fun." "Yes, it was," Lily agreed. "I got so much lucky money and ate so many bon Tet." Her friends laughed and shared their own Tet stories. They talked about visiting grandparents, going to flower markets, watching fireworks, and all the fun things they did during the holiday. It was good to see her friends again. Lily had missed them during the Tet break. They had so much to tell each other about their holidays. Talking with her friends made Lily feel a little bit happier about being back at school. The school bell rang, signaling the start of classes. The children lined up and went to their classrooms. Classrooms also looked a little bit different after Tet. The teachers had decorated the classrooms with Tet decorations before the holiday. Some decorations were still there, reminding everyone of the festive time. The teacher greeted the class with a smile. "Welcome back to school, everyone," the teacher said. "I hope you all had a wonderful Tet holiday." "Yes," the children replied together. "Today, let's share our Tet holiday experiences," the teacher said. "Who wants to tell us about their Tet?" Many children raised their hands, eager to share their stories. One by one, children told the class about their Tet holidays. They talked about the places they visited, the food they ate, the games they played, and the lucky money they received. Lily listened to her classmates' stories and shared her own. It was interesting to hear about how everyone celebrated Tet in their own way. Sharing stories made the first day back at school more fun and relaxed. After sharing stories, the teacher started the lessons again. It was a little bit hard to focus on lessons at first, after so many days of holiday fun. But slowly, the children started to get back into the routine of learning. During break time, children played in the schoolyard again. They played games they had missed playing during the holiday. They ran and laughed and enjoyed being back together at school. Lunchtime came, and children ate lunch together in the school canteen. The lunch was simple, like everyday school lunches. It was different from the special Tet meals, but it was still good and nourishing. In the afternoon, there were more lessons. By the end of the school day, Lily felt tired, but also a little bit happy. It was good to be back at school, seeing her friends and teachers again. It was good to get back into a routine after the holiday. As she walked home from school with her dad, Lily talked about her first day back. "It was okay, Dad," Lily said. "It was good to see my friends again. And it was fun to share our Tet stories." "That's good, Lily," her dad said. "Going back to routine is important after a holiday, and school is a good place to learn and grow and be with your friends." Lily nodded. She understood. Tet holiday was special and wonderful, but it couldn't last forever. Life had to go back to normal. And going back to school was a part of that normal life. It was a good part, too. School was where she learned new things, played with her friends, and prepared for her future. As days went by, the memories of Tet holiday slowly faded a little bit, but the warmth and happiness of those days stayed in everyone's hearts. Life in Vietnam returned to its normal rhythm after Tet. Children went to school, adults went to work, and everyday routines were reestablished. But the spirit of Tet, the spirit of new beginnings, hope, and family togetherness remained, carrying everyone forward into the new year with positive energy and good wishes. And everyone looked forward to the next Tet holiday, knowing that it would come again, bringing more joy and celebration to Vietnam. Hope you enjoyed the story. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more stories like this. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn listening English with a story. Getting ready for Tet. In Vietnam, the special holiday of Tet was coming soon. Tet is the Lunar New Year, a very important and happy time for families. Every family started to get ready for Tet. In a small house in the city lived a family, grandma, mom, dad, and their little daughter, Lynn. They were all excited about Tet. There was so much to do to get ready. First, they cleaned the house. Before Tet, it is important to clean everything to welcome the new year with a fresh start. Dad cleaned the windows until they sparkled. Mom swept and mopped the floors until they were shiny. Lynn helped dust the furniture and arrange things neatly. Grandma cleaned the altar, a special place in the house to remember ancestors. Everyone worked together, and soon the house was very clean and tidy. Next, they decorated the house. Tet is a colorful holiday, and houses are decorated with flowers and special decorations. Dad brought home a small kumquat tree. It was full of tiny green leaves and small orange fruits. They put the kumquat tree in the living room. Its bright fruits made the room feel festive. Mom bought branches of peach blossoms. Peach blossoms are pink flowers that bloom in spring and are a symbol of Tet in the north of Vietnam. They arranged the peach blossom branches in a tall vase and placed it on the table. The pink flowers brought the feeling of spring into the house. Lynn helped to hang red lanterns and lucky red envelopes around the house. Red is a lucky color for Tet. The lanterns and envelopes made the house look bright and cheerful. Grandma put out a tray of 5 fruits on the altar. The 5 fruits had special meanings for Tet. Then it was time to prepare special foods for Tet. Tet food is very important. Mom and Grandma started to make chung cake. Chung cake is a square, sticky rice cake filled with savory fillings. It takes many hours to make chung cake. They use green leaves to wrap the cakes and then cook them for a long time. The smell of chung cake cooking filled the house, a warm and special Tet smell. They also prepared many other Tet foods. There was pickled onions, which is a crunchy and slightly sour side dish. There was gio cha, Vietnamese sausage, which is a savory and delicious meat roll. There were candies and dried fruits to offer guests and enjoy during Tet. The kitchen was busy and full of delicious smells for days. Buying new clothes for Tet is also a tradition. Lynn was very excited to get new clothes. Mom took Lynn to the market to choose a new dress. Lynn chose a beautiful red dress, red for luck and new beginnings. Dad and Mom also bought new clothes for Tet. Everyone wanted to look their best for the new year. Visiting the flower market was another important Tet activity. A few days before Tet, the family went to the flower market. The market was crowded and full of colors and smells. There were so many flowers. Peach blossoms, apricot blossoms, which are yellow and popular in the south, marigolds, and many other kinds. They walked around and enjoyed the beautiful flowers. They bought a pot of yellow chrysanthemums to decorate their house. Preparing gifts for family and friends was also important. They bought boxes of tea, candies, and lucky money envelopes to give to relatives and visitors during Tet. Giving lucky money to children and elders is a Tet tradition for good luck and wishes for the new year. As Tet approached, the excitement in the house grew stronger. Everyone was busy but happy. They were working together to prepare for the most important holiday of the year. They were getting ready to welcome the new year, to welcome spring, and to welcome good luck and happiness into their home. The house was clean, decorated, and filled with the delicious smells of Tet foods. The family was ready to celebrate Tet together, with joy and hope for a wonderful new year. And soon, Tet would arrive, bringing with it the sounds of firecrackers, visits from family and friends, and the happy spirit of the Vietnamese New Year. Hope you enjoyed the story. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more stories like this. Thank you.
Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn listening English with a story. When winter ends. Winter had been long and cold in the forest. Snow covered the ground like a white blanket. The trees were bare, their branches reaching up to the gray sky. Everything was quiet and still. Many animals stayed in their warm homes, waiting for winter to end. But slowly things began to change. The days started to get a little bit longer. The sun felt a little bit warmer. A gentle breeze began to blow, softer than the cold winter winds. Winter was starting to say goodbye. One morning, Rosie the rabbit woke up in her cozy burrow. She stretched her legs and wiggled her nose. She felt something different in the air. It wasn't as cold as it had been. She hopped to the entrance of her burrow and looked outside. The snow was still there, but it looked different. It wasn't as white and hard as before. It looked softer and a little bit wet. And in some places, under the trees, she could see patches of dark earth peeking through the snow. Rosie hopped out of her burrow and onto the snow. The snow crunched softly under her feet. She sniffed the air. She could smell a new smell, a fresh, earthy smell that wasn't there in the winter. It was the smell of melting snow and waking earth. Rosie hopped towards the big oak tree. She saw Barnaby the bear waking up near the tree. Barnaby was stretching and yawning. He had slept all winter in his den under the oak tree. "Good morning, Barnaby," Rosie called. "Do you feel it? Winter is ending." Barnaby yawned again and looked around. He took a deep breath of the air. "Yes, Rosie, I feel it," Barnaby said slowly. "The air is softer. The sun feels warmer. Spring is coming." They both looked around at the forest. Everything still looked mostly white and gray, but there were small changes everywhere if you looked closely. On the branches of the trees, tiny buds were starting to swell. They were still small and closed, but they were getting ready to open. They held the promise of new leaves and flowers. Near the base of the trees, where the snow had melted a little more, tiny green shoots were pushing up through the damp earth. They were the first brave signs of new plants starting to grow. A little stream that had been frozen over winter was now running with water again. The water trickled and gurgled over the stones, making a gentle, happy sound. It was the sound of life returning to the forest. Birds started to sing again. Not the loud, joyful songs of summer yet, but soft, tentative songs, as if they were just remembering how to sing after the long silence of winter. Robins and sparrows hopped on the branches, their feathers a little ruffled from the last of the winter chill. Rosie and Barnaby walked together through the waking forest. They saw Freddie the fox sniffing around near a patch of melting snow. Freddie was looking for early signs of spring food. "Hello, Freddie," Rosie called. "What are you looking for?" Freddie looked up, his nose twitching. "Hello, Rosie, Barnaby," Freddie said. "I'm looking for the first signs of berries, maybe some early spring shoots. Winter food is getting scarce." "We can all look together," Barnaby offered. "Many eyes are better than one." So Rosie, Barnaby, and Freddie started to explore the forest together, looking for signs of spring and food. They walked through patches of melting snow and over damp earth. They looked under bushes and near tree roots. They found some small green shoots pushing up through the ground. They found some early spring flowers, tiny and pale, but brave enough to bloom in the cool air. They even found a few winter berries that had survived under the snow. It wasn't a lot of food yet, but it was a start. It was a sign that winter was ending and that spring, with its warmth and plenty, was on its way. As the days passed, the changes in the forest became more and more noticeable. The snow melted more and more each day, revealing more and more of the dark earth. The buds on the trees swelled bigger and started to unfurl into tiny leaves. More and more flowers bloomed, adding splashes of color to the forest floor. The air became warmer and filled with the sounds of birdsong and buzzing bees. The stream flowed faster and clearer. The forest was waking up fully, stretching and shaking off the sleep of winter. Rosie, Barnaby, Freddie, and all the other animals felt the change too. They felt more energy. They moved around more freely. They started to prepare for the warmer months ahead. Rosie started to clean and tidy her burrow, getting ready for a new family. Barnaby started to think about exploring the forest again, now that the weather was getting milder. Freddie started to hunt for spring meals and enjoy the longer days. The forest was transforming from a place of winter quiet to a place of spring awakening. It was a gentle change, happening slowly day by day, but it was a powerful change, full of hope and new life. And all the animals in the forest welcomed the end of winter and the beautiful promise of spring. They knew that after the cold and stillness, warmth and life would always return, season after season, year after year, in the endless cycle of nature. Hope you enjoyed the story. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more stories like this. Thank you.